And remember, there's been another threat. Security agencies are also claiming that they've cracked down on a major terror threat to the national capital. Two suspected terrorists nabbed in Noida near the national capital in a joint operation by the Uttar Pradesh police, West Bengals anti-terror squad and the intelligence bureau. One of the two held is believed to be a Bangladeshi national. Sources telling headlines today he was reportedly carrying a laptop that was handed over to the other terror suspect from Deoband in UP. It is believed that the laptops contain jihadi material as well as detailed plans of terror attacks across Indian cities. Interrogations also revealing that the duo are part of a sleeper cell, raids being carried out in the national capital region as we speak this evening. Okay, let me turn to our other top story tonight. The RSS, it appears, has slowly buckled to Narendra Modi, or Prime Minister Modi appears to have got his way with the religious conversion row likely now to be put on the back burner. The RSS has dumped Rajeshwar Singh, the man behind the Agra conversions, and he's gone on long leave.
After the man behind not only the religious conversion row, but also last year's love jihad controversy, Rajeshwar Singh was sent on leave. The Sangh scrambling for the right answer.
This Rajeshwar Singh is a clear signal that Prime Minister Modi will not allow any interference in his government's development agenda. As far as conversions and Sangh's other transformational activities are concerned, they may go on the back burner to be taken up at a later stage. With camera person Ashok Banot, Atir Khan in Delhi for Headlines Today.
Okay, let's go straight across to our face-off then tonight. Has the Sangh Parivar's Ghar Wapsi program backfired? That's our next big question that we're raising this Friday night. Has the Sangh Parivar's Ghar Wapsi program backfired? Joining me now, two guests with two different views. Sudhanshu Mittal is a member of the Bharatiya Janata Party. He joins me. Father Dominic Emmanuel is spokesperson of the Delhi Catholic Archdiocese. Appreciate both of you joining us. Sudhanshu Mittal, to you first. I want to know very clearly from you, the question which is being raised is why has Rajeshwar Singh been sent of leave? If the Sangh Parivar feels so strongly, I want to get you in first, Father Emmanuel, on that. Are you saying that as a result of one individual who's been asked to go on leave, are you claiming victory? Are you saying that the Ghar Wapsi program is over? Or are you going to persist with your charge that Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of the country, has not done enough to stop Ghar Wapsi? Let's be clear. It appears that there was a meeting between the Prime Minister and the RSS chief. 2 days after that, you've got a situation where Rajeshwar Singh has been shown the door.
Well, it is very difficult to really say what it is because, as you know, Sangh Parivar is a Parivar. It is not just one RSS or Bajrang Dal or the VHP. There are any number of people involved in that and so many branches. So, this could very well be one part of it. But there are not enough evidence to suggest that something serious is being done.
No, Father Emmanuel, let's be very clear. Up to now, groups like yours were protesting, saying this Ghar Wapsi is against the constitution of the country. The Prime Minister is silent. Prime Minister is not responding. Now what has happened is that he has met the RSS chief. After that, 2 days after that, you've got a situation where the man who was the face behind the Agra conversions, who's there on our screen, Rajeshwar Singh, has been asked to go on leave. Now, surely, somewhere down the line, that will suggest some kind of a victory for Narendra Modi and his government, that he's managed, at least for now, to ask the main person who was responsible for Agra conversions to go on leave. Should that not satisfy you?
That should be a very good news, actually. I mean, we should congratulate the Prime Minister if he has done that. That will be really good news for us. But then what happens to the statement made by Mr. Mohan Bhagwat in Kolkata about chori ka maal, ab chor pakda
so
gaya.
You want a public statement that Ghar Wapsi has been stopped? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
That you want a public statement? Sudhanshu Mittal, you want to...
Not only on that, but also this whole talk about anti-conversion law all over India. Though now there have been voices that are, quiet, but these are all put together.
I want to get Sudhanshu in. Sudhanshu Mittal, what the opponents of your party and the Sangh Parivar are saying, that it's not enough to send one individual on leave. We need a clear, categorical assurance that Ghar Wapsi is not going to be done by any RSS affiliate as a form of reconversion. How do you respond to that?
First, who's asking for it? Look, Rajdeep, we need to have an equitable approach to the entire proposition. You know, painting RSS or somebody as villain on this issue is most unfortunate. As far as the agenda of this government is concerned, it's very, very clear that the agenda of the government is development and good governance, and that's it.
Is that the reason
As
why
far
Rajeshwar
as,
Singh? Is
the
that the
issue
reason
of
why
conversion
Rajeshwar
is
Singh has been
concerned?
sent on leave? Along with Rajeshwar Singh being sent on leave, why doesn't the RSS give a firm commitment that they are not going to engage in this kind of Ghar Wapsi program?
Razi, before we get into this, that what kind of a call RSS should give, let us first understand what is the issue involved. The issue can be only two things. Are you protesting to the nomenclature of the word Ghar Wapsi, or are you saying that these conversions were forced or induced conversion? What is specifically the problem? Because if the problem is specified, then we can have a healthy debate on the proposition.
No, is the RSS going to condemn any form of force? Is the RSS going to condemn any form of forced or induced conversion?
Yeah. Absolutely. The RSS or anybody else. Yeah.
That's also the position of the church.
No, hold on.
There is no question of this.
Hold on.
There is no question of this. We are very clear. We are very clear that any forced conversion is not an acceptable proposition. No conversion out of inducement is an acceptable proposition.
That is absolutely the position also of the church.
No, hold on, Sudhanshu. Sudhanshu, one by one. Father Dominic, you say that it's the position of the church. However, the accusation against the church also is in certain states, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, Orissa in particular, the church is also engaging in its own form of forcible or induced conversion.
No, that is the point.
Therefore, you've got a situation where you are demanding that the RSS stop the Ghar Wapsi. Now their leader has, one of the faces of the conversion program has been sent on leave. What about the church? What is the church's responsibility?
The church's stand is very clear that it is against any form of conversion by force, by allurement or fraudulent means. That is absolutely
so any form of evangelism that goes on in any part of the country,
evangelism is propagation of faith.
Evangelism is not forcible or induced conversion.
Absolutely no,
as far as the church is concerned. Now these are all very thin lines that are being drawn.
No. Why very thin lines? Because the Constitution guarantees the practice, preaching, professing, preaching and propagation of faith. Now if somebody is propagating, and anybody is propagating here, the other day didn't we hear about the Sikhs have their own propagation, they have their seminaries and the madrasas, and the Hindus of course are doing all along. The ISKCON is also getting missionaries from abroad.
Clear. These are very thin lines. What is forcible, what is induced are very thin lines, which is the worry. I want to know from you, Sudhanshu Mittal, am I to understand that the Prime Minister has stepped in? Would I be right in assuming, as many are, that the Prime Minister has spoken to the RSS Sarsanchalak because it was seen as an embarrassment for the government to have the VHP and other groups openly defying, in a sense, the agenda he claimed of the government? Or is this all a blow hot, blow cold strategy that the Prime Minister has made to look the good guy and the Togadiyas of the world are the bad guys?
Razi, before I answer this question, let me just respond to Father briefly. Here are these two news. Indian Express, 17 December, 5 members of family belonging to extreme backward class converted to Christianity. Second, India TV says on 15 December, Kushinagar, 5 Hindu families converted to Christianity. Father just talked about the constitutional provision of Article 25. It starts with what? It says, subject to public order, morality, which means what is immoral that cannot be allowed in professing, practicing or propagation of religion. Now, forced conversion or allurement or inducement is illegal by its morality. The unfortunate part is we do not have a law. The moment we say let us have a law which prohibits and which defines what is morality by saying that any forcible conversion or conversion out of allurement or by inducement would be illegal, everybody comes up and says no, let us not have the law. Is this not double standard? Is this not defying what sensibility is? Can a civilized society ever accept conversion out of allurement?
Has the RSS taken a step back because it's realized that the conversion campaign is only damaging the image of the government. Has it taken a step back, yes or no? I want a straight answer, Sudhanshu.
RSS has been very, very clear on this. We do not believe in forced conversions. We do not believe in inducement for the purpose of conversion. And we do not believe that there should be communal disharmony. So any statement which is provocative like by 2021 we will convert everybody to Hindu or everybody to this and that, those statements is something which RSS never identifies itself with and does not associate anybody, appreciates any association with such statements. That's the stated position and that's what being followed. Unfortunate part is there are fingers of accusation raised when they should not have been there.
Now, hold on, but you made an important point. You're claiming that the government, you claim that the government and the RSS does not approve of statements like 2021 this country will become a Hindu country. Father Dominic Emmanuel, here is a representative of the BJP saying the government doesn't approve of such statements. Are you going to take those statements at face value? Are you going to expect Mohan Bhagwat to explain what he said in Kolkata about a Hindu Rashtra? Do you want every leader who makes such statements to in some way explain himself before you are convinced about the bona fides of this government?
Well, we really want a straightforward, clear statement from the higher-ups. I respect Mr. Sudhanshu Mittal. He is a spokesperson of the BJP and I suppose that is the position of the government. But there has been no clear statement yet about we don't want this ghar vapsi, we do not for.
So you want a clear, unambiguous statement. Will there be a clear, unambiguous statement from the church as well that we will not in any form support any form forcible or induced conversions?
There already is.
So you're saying there is a statement and you want a similar statement from the government that they oppose any form of ghar vapsi.
That is one thing. Secondly, what I want to say is that these people, at least the Rajeshwar Singh and others, have been caught red-handed doing these kind of things. Whereas the church has not been ever.
Can I get a final word? Just 30 seconds. Has Rajeshwar Singh been caught red-handed and embarrassed the party, which is why he's been sent on long leave? Quick final question to you, Sudhanshu, 30 seconds.
See, it is a debate which is an unequitable debate because you are putting somebody in the dock who should not be there in the dock. We have always claimed that we do not.
Why has Rajeshwar Singh been sent on leave then?
If ghar vapsi
is not in the dock, why has he been sent on leave? Just a minute.
Just a minute. If ghar vapsi is voluntary effort, should it be condemned? Should it be condemned? Just because father says ghar vapsi should be condemned, should it be condemned? It should be condemned only if it is through inducement or force. Like father has never dissociated himself with any conversion. He says if the conversion is voluntary, it's fine. We do not associate ourselves with forced or induced conversion.
Absolutely.
So is our case.
Absolutely. Freedom of religion.
Statement you want? And why ghar vapsi?
Freedom of religion, freedom of conscience is guaranteed in the constitution and therefore I will not say that conversion is not allowed or should not be allowed. Of course it is allowed because it is my fundamental right. It is a fundamental right, Mr. Sudhanshu Mittal. It is a fundamental right. And your two quotes from Indian Express did not prove that the church was using inducement or fraudulent means. All that it was saying was that so many people were converted. But let me also tell you that the other day in Indian Express, there was a news from Bihar where the ghar vapsi of 42 manjis were supposed to take place and not a single one of them
if your
appeared.
Conversion is
not
immoral,
a single one of them appeared.
Then is it right or wrong?
Okay, hold on. I think it's very clear. That ghar vapsi has proved to be some kind of an embarrassment for the Modi government. They've stepped in. The church, for its part, also has to in some way make it clear that they will not support any form of forcible or induced conversion that will in a sense only antagonize public sentiment.
That's only a rhetoric so far. There has been no proof of the church engaging in
Sudhanshu Mittal will have to prove.
They should support the law.
Okay, we'll debate the law on another day. We will debate the law on another day.
We will not support.
We will debate the law on another day.
Or allurement.
We will not support.
Okay, you're not going to support. So we will debate the law on another day. We've debated that before. Today was Rajeshwar Singh and the fact that the government seems to have pushed. Okay, so
this
that
is
will
what
not
is
support.
called chor ki dadi mein tinka.
We are saying openly. I am saying openly on this channel that we will not support any law
So
to
you
ban
are saying
conversion
that
because
what is
conversion
wrong in the
is.
law?
I will
Why?
leave it there. I will leave it there, Sudhanshu and
Mr.
Dominic Emmanuel.
Constitution
I have
says
run
that you
out
can
of time,
make
sir.
law for morality.
Okay, I think the questions which have been raised are valid by both sides. There are questions that both sides, in a sense, have to answer as a result of what's been an unfortunate controversy. Thank you very much. Tonight's ground report, and it comes from Regal village in Jammu Samba sector that's been in Pakistan's line of fire over the last few days. The villagers now living in fear for the last 4 days after aggressive firing from across the international border. Headlines today's Shujaul Haq has tonight's ground report.
While the world celebrated New Year's, fireworks at this village were of a different kind. A day after, the damages are for all to see. There is palpable fear among the villagers of Regal, the epicenter of the ceasefire violations in Samba sector. A village only accessed by headlines today.
वाली जमीन पूरी ऐसे खाली पड़ी है, इसमें कुछ नहीं बीजा। पहले जाते थे फायरिंग के डर से नहीं जाते लोग। जब पहले हुई थी फायरिंग तब हुआ था नुकसान। हमारी भी एक गाय मर गई थी।
कॉलेज जाने में प्रॉब्लम होती है।
अच्छा।
तो यहाँ पे तो कोई गाड़ी भी नहीं आती, पैदल जाना पड़ता है।
अच्छा।
3 किलोमीटर टारगेट में रहते हैं जाते समय।
अच्छा।
कितनी बार भागना है, ये चीज बार करते ही रहते हैं, बार बार उसका उल्लंघन। तो
And there's apparently been no help from the administration.
12 बजे उस दिन फायरिंग हुई, पूरे गांव के लोग सहम गए, डरे हुए थे, अपने घरों के अंदर घुस गए, नीचे बढ़ गए, बेड बुड्डों के नीचे। कोई प्रशासन वाला तो इधर आया नहीं, एक भी नहीं आया। लोग तो डिमांड करते हैं कि जहाँ पे बंकर बुंकर बनाए, हर घर में एक बंकर हो, कि बार बार तो हम इधर से भाग नहीं सकते।
Villagers living here on the international border tell us that their lives are miserable. Most of the times these people have to leave from their houses, their villages, and shift to other places to save themselves. Clearly, these villagers on the line of control and on the international borders have immense problems dealing with the situation of tension between the two sides and the forces on these border areas. With cameraman Dilip Sahu, Shujaul Haq in Regal Village for Headlines Today.